The current European agri-food ecosystems are on a devastating path towards collapse. Ecological and economic resilience are degrading at a terrifying speed, together with physical and social health. Land stewards, who are farming for regeneration, have developed proven solution pathways to liberate us from this agonising logjam. A community of pioneering European regenerative farmers has taken up the responsibility of providing guidance and definition to the concept of regenerative agriculture and future agri-food ecosystem governance. Perspectives need to be continually elaborated and developed by people living and working in farm ecosystems. The recognition of this need has resulted in the founding of the European Alliance for Regenerative Agriculture. 50 farmers from 20 European countries have decided to work together in a process-orientated manner to tackle challenges, bundle competencies, and provide stewarding.
We are convinced that transparent, holistic, participatory working processes are key for the whole system change needed. This calls for a farmer-led coordination and political advocacy organisation of the movement for regenerative agriculture at the European level. The answer is EARA, uniting the pioneers of European farming with each other and other participants invested in positive change of our agri-food ecosystems. Together, we are raising our voices and hands for regenerative agriculture, healthy, biodiverse rural and urban livelihoods, and a peaceful future in Europe and beyond.
I just want to say a huge and wholehearted welcome and thank you.
And it is so amazing to be here again. Several of you already said it yesterday, it feels like home. So I want to say a big thank you again to the amazing team here.
So it really is an honor to be in this moment and to be able to serve. This is the team that is serving you. You are the farmers. We're here to serve you.
Well, we are proud to have you here again, the third time, and in the House of Farmers.
We thought it's really time to facilitate and build the self-organization of the political movement of regenerative agriculture.
So this conference is about 49 of the most pioneering farmers in regenerative agriculture from across Europe, to put them together in one place, to actually come together for a working session over several days, to come out of this conference having formed a common ground on which to work on and carry on representing what regenerative agriculture is about in the political context in Europe.
I'm interested in the future of our planet, and I think regenerative agriculture is the key. And I think it's high time that we group ourselves together and make a stand.
Regenerative farming is a tool that can allow us to step back from an egocentric structure of life to a more ecocentric. Is a tool toward the re-merging of the humans with nature.
The goal is the founding of the European Alliance for Regenerative Agriculture. So what we're really doing here is we're founding the legitimized voice of regenerative farmers in Europe.
And I say regenerating because I see it as an active process, both of improving the land, the output from the land, but also improving the lives of the people living on the land and improving the profitability of the business at the same time as regenerating the biodiversity of nature round about that farm.
Regenerative agriculture to me is a way of farming where you actually actively regenerate the ecosystem while producing very healthy food at the same time. And it's really very empowering actually. Like it really helps you to advance faster because you just find the right partners in doing a specific project. It's just very, very cool.
Also zunächst mal bin ich total stolz und auch angetan, dass wir hier im Bauernschloss Kirchberg die Plattform bieten konnten für so eine tolle Veranstaltung.
The farmer's castle as such is the place which originally put the physical and atmospherical groundstone for the movement of regenerative farmers to gather and to convene the very first time 2 years ago in fall 2021.
We have the Academy Schloss Kirchberg, Academy of Organic Food and Agriculture Economies, where we brought together the farmers who are leading the regenerative agriculture movement and are now taking it to this founding of the European Alliance on Regenerative Agriculture here today.
EARA aims to serve as the coordination hub and alliance platform for all these regenerative farmers who are already active out there. Some of them already have national representing groups, but what we want to do is really find the synergies from all these networks and build the coordination hub like an umbrella organization that all of these already existing networks can use to actually join forces and create more political power and a stronger voice together. The challenge right now is to actually come together as people from a lot of different countries all across Europe, from a lot of different ecologic contexts, from a lot of different farming backgrounds, and actually take all of them in one room and see what is the baseline we can agree on to then act from together.
What motivated you to come here? To get somebody to take care of your farm, to get somebody to take care of the animal, to get somebody to take care of the kids. What is important for you?
It is our task to keep our environment and even our local place where we are living in conditions that our kids and their kids and so on can survive, have a good income and feel good and in good health.
No, we want to have an organizational structure and we want to know when and where exactly do we need to intervene in this space to contribute to shaping it. Our outcomes of today. A, defining principles for stewarding towards regenerative agriculture. B, an organizing setup. How do we organize as an organization in the coming month? We have a white paper for our political standpoint. What do we stand for as EARA, as an output of today? And we have a timeline of action. What is the political timeline that we are working with in this year?
Everybody's working really hard. I think we're all putting a lot of effort into getting to know each other, but we're also getting a lot out of it. I'm impressed by the stamina of the group to actually carry on, to achieve quite a lot in 2.5 days. So I'm really impressed by that. One of the challenges we face is we are very decentralized all across Europe. So we need to have a very strong base, a very strong trust base as well to work from together when we're back in all our home countries, and we're going to make this work together. So coming together here to form this base, form the trust, do the bonding we're experiencing at the moment, see who are the people we're actually talking to, and they know each other, they know who they're talking to, is the best baseline for us to then carry on with this work in the future.
A lot of competence in the room. Yeah, everybody brings knowledge to the table and experience, and that's quite amazing, yeah.
I like a lot the principles that they are being developed. I think it's what maybe in the regenerative agriculture movement we've been talking for the last years, but it's good to now specify them and define them better. And
we are trying to understand what is our role, apart from being good farmers, what is our role from a social, political perspective.
I'm quite happy with the result in such a small amount of time, and I feel like we honed in and drilled down lots of details, but making sure that it was representative of the people that are here and hopefully other people that are practicing regenerative ag.
Our principles are to be understood as a kind of rooting basis of principles. That is that they are designed to steward people who have decision-making power in the kind of regulatory and subsidy environment. So here today was the start of talking to the wider community through journalists, through climate activists, through youth movements, feminist movement, all the progressive movements we have. Only if we come together and realize the potential we have in changing agricultural and food governance for climate change, for social cohesion, for peace, then we can make a change.
The past 2 days we came together with amazing farmers from all over Europe. Yeah, the diversity is fantastic. So we have farmers from 0.2 up to 4,500 hectares. We have farmers who farm with cattle. We have small-scale vegetable gardeners. We have arable crop farmers. Yeah, and everything in between. Farming in completely different bioregions, completely different habitats, completely different climates and cultural contexts.
All of these things that we've been working on, at the core of them are the new principles of regenerative farming, which we as farmers were able to come up with.
So, first principle is regeneration is an outcome-oriented process regarding social, ecological and economic health.
Regeneration is a life-enhancing process rather than a permanent state, which is evolving within contexts.
And regeneration is context-specific.
And regeneration is systemic.
And I think these kinds of conferences are the ones that push progress forward, because it helps us connect to one another and in this way helps us find solutions to problems that we might all be facing at the same time. We just don't know of each other. But when we are connected, then we are stronger and we manage to solve them.
And here we really lay the roots for a new relationship between farmers and all people who eat food, as well as all people, farmers, and our environment and nature.
So I think what this process can contribute is actually show that there are different ways of finding solutions and coming together to then hopefully find new ways to go forward and also give back hope and the long-term vision, what we can achieve in the future if we sit down together, take the time to form a strong narrative that we all believe in, and then guided by this, go into the future and actually make the change happen.
Yeah, and I hope that we regen more land and we can involve more people and more than just farmers. To be a reality, I think that the community and the people have to take in this too in their hands. So, yeah.